our focus then became our teams. Like, what are we going to do to support our teams? How are we going to help our teams? I've called out here, we had daily e-team meetings. So our executive teams met on a daily basis. We needed to see what our customers were doing. As you can imagine, a predominantly on-site business, there was a lot of risk. We felt that if people started going home, would they come back? What would that look like? How would we keep folks engaged? How would we help our partners? So we met every day, and it was a roller coaster. I tell my guys all the time, it was a roller coaster ride, because one day you'd hear maybe, bad news, or the next day you'd have good news. And it was a lot to keep up with. My lead team continued to have daily meetings as well, so we could keep them informed. And we really went from working on several different projects. We were starting to look at several acquisitions, and broke all that down to what do we need to do to pivot to have COVID support for our customers and for our team members themselves. We tried to protect our team members, so we did some things right off the bat. We tried our best not to lay people off, and so we first took a pay cut at the corporate office. The entire corporate team took a 10% pay cut. The executive team took between 25 and 75% pay cut, because we knew that we needed to start preserving what that looked like on a monthly basis. We did furlough a few team members, but it was very few, and we brought them back pretty quickly. But we ended up taking all the open positions that IT had at the time, which was about 18 positions, and we just got rid of all of them. And that was one of the ways we were able to protect our team members. Now that did add added stress to those guys, because as you can imagine, 18 positions, disappearing. There was a lot that team members had to pick up to support each other. But I would say that all the teams, but especially the technology teams, performed very well when they did that. We continued to check in with team members frequently. We did our best to keep a normal cadence. We have town halls and things like that on a monthly basis for technology. We kept those. We just did them virtually, which in some ways I think were maybe even better than in person, because we kept a chat window going up. We had visual like we have with each other, and I think team members really worked to stay connected, even maybe more than they do today. Now, we did find during that time that people were highly productive, and we started hearing rumblings that would we be allowed to have people work remotely? Because at the time we had team members that were working remotely, but not, I wouldn't say a large majority were working remotely. And that was one of the things we felt was a hiring disadvantage that we had, is that we didn't have a defined work from home plan for team members. So our CEO, my boss, Stu Clark, gave us the option, gave each line of business the option of asking if their team members wanted to return home or stay at home or return back to the office when we opened. And my team, the IT team, predominantly has decided to stay home. So they're going to work remote. We defined what they were doing